and he can attest to this.
Well,
the Hell's Kitchen. Which
I've never seen that.
I guess that is reality TV also, right? The
Hell's
cooking,
Kitchen,
the
but
cooking
think
stuff.
about how fake,
All the cooking stuff,
especially watching it, like watching the first season.
What is it? Just a cooking show?
It's Gordon Ramsay being a dick to everybody.
He like goes off on people all the time, and I am legit just watching it and like going through it to wait to get to the episode where he smashes a girl's face between two pieces of bread and goes, "What are you? An idiot sandwich?" I just want to see it.
You know for a fact.
I was just looking at one episode.
And that's how you know for a
do that
fact.
shit to me, dog.
But
Like,
that's scripted as fuck.
Exactly.
Because bitch, you do that shit, I would have been kicked the fuck out
Like,
for
raise your hand
smacking
if
his
you would
face.
take another 50 grand for being called the idiot sandwich.
But watch, because like
And a whole hell of people were like,
the
yo,
first season of
how
that,
many times?
like,
You
yeah,
want
Gordon
pastrami in
Ramsay
it?
is an asshole, but it's not like anything like super wild or super crazy. But then once people realize like the mean stuff and like crazy stuff that he would do or say that were like kind of mild would like get traction, then all of a sudden it was just like through the roof all the time, him just like whipping out these crazy like insults.
There is a sense of like sacrificing a little bit of, I don't know if it's moral integrity. I don't want to call it that, but there is a sense of like of you sacrificing something, because if you watch Gordon Ramsay on other things, like on Hot Ones, something like that, he's like a really genuine person, or like just an interesting guy and a great cook, right? And a great chef. I don't know, maybe he might be insulted if I say cook. like a great chef, right? He's such a great chef. So this is just me. I would never be able to make that sacrifice. I just wouldn't be able to, because like if you're gonna know me for me being a dick as opposed to for me being good at what I want to be good at, then I'm not taking that L.
That's
but
what
somebody
I mean.
might, but he might. He obviously doesn't have a problem with it because he's making hella bank and he's got restaurants everywhere.
Maybe he is an
like,
asshole.
Maybe.
See what I'm saying?
Maybe
like,
there's an
I feel
element-
like that's where I'm like, maybe they do exaggerate it, but if he's okay with that, then I have to assume that he is an asshole.
Maybe that's the word. Maybe the word is exaggeration.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like nobody's going to be completely fucking fake. I think that is also a great example, because chances are he is an asshole, so he doesn't have a problem being portrayed like that, because he's like, I mean, it's exaggerated.
Maybe he is an asshole, but I've seen
also,
a lot of shit.
I would not be known for being a good person anyway.
I've seen a lot of shit where I watch him and I'm like, I really like this guy. I just don't like him in that show. You know what I mean?
Well,
like I watched the Hot Ones thing and I'm like, man, this guy's awesome. This guy's great.
But even with Hot Ones, there were still a lot of points that it's like you can tell people want to bring him onto stuff like for his like insults and things like that. Because even with Hot Ones, there were a lot of genuine moments during the actual interview parts. But then as they started to get hotter, and he started talking shit about like how hot the wings were, or like, you know, just like talking trash about the wings and stuff, or about like the show itself.
Yeah.
With, like, you know,
and maybe that's the part of his character that people are like, yo, let's bring that, let's exaggerate that.
The better part is like once
that's still a part of his character.
Once he got onto the show with the kids, immediately everyone's like, no, they're not, because what is it called, Chef Junior or Little Chef,
something like that.
And like everyone was like, they cannot put Gordon Ramsay, this man that just goes in.
Was he sweet? Right, he was really sweet.
And all of a sudden, he was
nice.
super sweet with
He's
kids.
super sweet to the kids.
But and then made people love it more, because they're like, he's such a fucking asshole. But then watch him with kids, and they're like, oh, he's so sweet, and he's so,
because
so they show,
he's
like,
an
the
asshole,
opposite
but
side of
he's
it.
fair. You know what I mean? It's like, that's where I mean. It's like he can be an asshole because it's people. Who gives a fuck? Like maybe that girl was an idiot sandwich. I don't know.
When you used to watch that, I never watched it. Yeah. Like I never had any interest in watching it. Like it was on. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna leave the room. I don't want to watch this. But like, nothing about reality TV gets me intrigued at all. There's nothing about it. But TV. The one thing I will say about that though is that I guess he was coming at it from a position of like authority. Like he was coming at it from where he is really good at what he does. Yeah. So like, despite, it's not like some random idiot that's just like being an asshole to be an asshole. I'm sure but he's not like fucking boss, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know, I get it. It's just it's just not my arena of like leisure. So I'm just like,
we stick to our sitcoms.
Yeah.
I like programmed comedy.
You know what I mean? That's a great point.
Programmed
I will
comedy.
enjoy the like cheesiness of a sitcom as opposed to the fakeness or the lack of fakeness or the borderline fakeness, whatever it is, of a reality TV.
Like I like the scripted stuff when it comes